Wadla Yawabasham Yashai Basham Dash double honors to the elders at GMS that rule well, along with the apostles, peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this earth that push this word in truth and in sincerity. I'm Brother Manatazak from Trinidad, Shalom. I was on work today and I was on the cotton field, as we say, and that's something was going through my mind now, bro. Of how we supposed to be, especially with brothers too. You understand? Even dealing with the 2/3 or the general public, I should say. You know? There's Sirach 4 from 1. And it says, "My son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to wait long." And also, in other words, if you promise somebody something, you know what I mean? Just like the precepts like be and in don't let them wait long for it, especially if somebody who is in need. You know? Verse 2. "Make not a hungry soul sorrowful, neither provoke a man in his distress." In layman's terms, don't kick the lion or the bear while it down, you know? You understand? Verse 3. "Add not more trouble to an heart that is vexed, and defer not to give to him that is in need. Reject not the supplication of the afflicted, neither turn away thy face from a poor man. Turn not away thine eye from the needy, and give him none, Salakia, occasion to curse thee. For if he curse thee in the bitterness of his soul, his prayer shall be heard of him that made him." Yeah. Don't get the needy occasion to curse you. Understand? Somebody in need and you could assist them. You know? Assist them. You understand? Especially if the person looking like a Jake and they are the 2/3, you know? We know they reserve them the judgment. You understand? But we still governed by the laws. You understand? We still under the law. You understand? Verse 7. "Get thyself the love of the congregation, and bow thy head to a great man." Yes, so like the apostles and the elders, you know what I mean? Give them that reverence. Verse 8. "Let it not grieve thee to bow down thine ear to the poor, and give him a friendly answer with meekness. Deliver him that suffereth wrong from the hand of the oppressor, and be not faint-hearted when thou sittest in judgment." Yeah, you understand? In chapter 2 of Sirach, I believe it's when you come to trouble, you understand? And don't make haste in a time of trouble. Yeah, so don't lose hope. You understand? Verse 10. "Be as a father unto the fatherless, and instead of an husband unto their mother, so shalt thou be as the son of the Most High, and he shall love thee more than thy mother doth." You understand? You love your more than your mother love you. You understand? Because if you've been a father to a fatherless child, you understand? Without the intent of becoming, their mother's husband. You're doing it out of the goodness of your heart, out of a sincere place. You understand? These are all attributes that we should work towards honing, so to speak. You understand? As I was saying, these are just things I was running through my mind today on the cotton field. The 1 Peter 4 from verse 6, it says, "For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead." You understand? And you're not talking about them that are dead in the flesh, but they that are dead in the spirit. In other words, the Gentiles or the Israelite foreigners or the Hellenists or the ones that turn their from the law, even them that dead. You understand? Preach the gospel to them as well, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to power in the spirit. You understand? But the end of all things is at hand. Yeah, we in the end times. "Be therefore sober and watch unto pray." Be therefore sober-minded. You understand? Not drunk with other philosophies. Sober-minded. You're alert. You understand? You're in a spirit of we just say it in the kitchen, a spirit of urgency. You understand? Why? Because you're alert. You're just waiting for the ball to drop. Verse 8, and above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover up the multitude of sins. Charity among brothers. You understand? You know a brother struggling. If you could aid him. You know? Use hospitality one to another without grudging, as every man hath received a gift, even so minister the same one to another as good stewards of the manifold grace of power. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of power. If any man minister, let him do it as the ability which power giveth. You understand? That power in all things may be glorified through Yahushua Mashiach, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen. Amen. So like, yeah, so what you say here, we say let him do it as of the ability which power give it. Yeah, so however you could minister unto the brothers, whatever the Most High bless you with, whatever gift the Most High bless you with. Understand, you can minister if you know what I'm saying. For example, if he's a cook, you understand? 2/3 of the time, you know what I mean, expect to be called on to cook for the brothers, because why did he give the Most High give you? You understand? The brothers who's fish. You understand? I'm going to minister unto the brothers by saying, hey, all are 2 fish now, but whatever the case may be, so on and so forth. You understand? They might even call brothers to go and fish with them. You know, just for example. That is how we also are ministering unto the brothers. You understand? And I'm going to go down into First Corinthians, like, yeah. First Corinthians 12 and 4. And so I'm going into some of the spiritual gifts. You understand? And the membership, because why? All of these different parts are the same body, and you understand? Is it alright? So if all of these parts are the same body, if one person is a leg, another person is a leg, 2 other people is the hand and whatnot. If one leg is broken, what do the rest of the bodies do? Assist and compensate for the shortcoming of that one limb or that one member. You understand? Because why? When you're on crutches, what are for? That is to assist you in walking, even though while one of your legs is broken and it's healing. You understand? And when you use crutches with your arms, you understand? You put it under your arms, you use your hands to hold it, whatnot. You understand? You use your foot for balance and so on and so forth. You understand? So yeah, there's 1 Corinthians 12 and 4. It says, now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. And there are diversities of operations, but it is the same power which worketh all in all. But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. For to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit, to another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, to another diverse kinds of tongues, to another interpretation of tongues. Understand? So yeah, everybody will get a different gift. Understand? But all these work it, that one and the self same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. You understand? So somebody will have more than one gift. Some others might be good in all. You know, some others might be able to discern. They'll have wisdom, they'll have remembrance, they could speak different languages and whatnot. That's what you mean by, you know, I mean, discerning, you know what I mean? By having the gift of different kind of tongues, they could speak different languages and understand different languages. So you could spread the word in many languages in different countries and so on and so forth. Understand verse 11? But all these worketh that one and the self same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. For as the body is one and had many members, and all the members of that one body being many are one body, so also is Mashiach. Mashiach is the body. And we are all members of him. So we're supposed to work in one accord, in one accordance. Right? Verse 13. For by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body, whether we be Jews or Gentiles, meaning Hellenists, whether we be bond or free, or have been all made to drink into one spirit. For the body is not one member, but many. If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? If the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I am not of the body, is therefore not of the body? If the whole body were an eye, where were the hearing? If the whole were hearing, where were the smelling? But now had power set the members, every one of them, in the body, as it had pleased him. And if they were all one member, where would the body? Yes, so if everybody was a foot, what's going on? How the foot moving if it's one foot, everybody is one foot? We're supposed to work together. Understand? 21. And the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee, nor again the head to the feet, I have no need of you. Nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary. Understand? So everybody have a role to play. Understand? And those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor, and our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. You understand? For our comely parts have no need, but power had tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to the part which lacketh. You understand? The part which lacketh. Verse 25. That there should be no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care one for another. Understand? So all brothers should value the brother. Understand? Even because we know, even as is now, we're coming down the pipeline. You understand? Brothers know in time to come we will not have close-knit brotherhood because of the system crashing and so on and so forth. So while we had the time, let we cherish each other now. Let we show each other, each brother that love. Understand that value as men. Verse 26. And whether one member suffer, all members suffer with it. Or one member be honored, all members rejoice with it. Now ye are the body of Mashiach, and members in particular. You understand? That's how we be part of Mashiach. You understand? It's the second commandment. The second commandment is love your neighbor as you love yourself. And when you break down the commandment, it's basically saying, love your brother, love the brotherhood, love the Akyam, love the sisters that minister in. Understand? Treat them as you would have them treat you. Treat them as you would treat yourself. That's the second commandment. My final precept on this topic is Romans 15, verse 5. It says, now the power of patience and consolation grant you to be like-minded one toward another according to Mashiach Yahushai. You be like-minded one toward another. Have sympathy with brothers. Have empathy with brothers. That don't mean if our brother going wrong, you're not to rebuke him. No, rebuke him. But in all things we should use our wisdom and understanding. So try your best to understand what it is made the brother go off, and use wisdom to bring it across to him in a way to say, hey, understand? If the brother take offense to rebuke, he take offense to rebuke, and at the end of the day, rebuke have to be done. You understand? But the more you try to understand where the brother went off, it could even prevent another brother from going off that same way as well. You understand? Verse 6. That ye may with one mind and one mouth glorify power, even the Father of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach. Wherefore receive ye one another as Christ also received us to the glory of power. Yeah. Receive each other, man. Receive each other. Let our brotherly love be in abundance. Like run it over, like overflow. Because as we know, we rejoice. You understand? For the coming of Yahushai. We know it's a dread time to come before that. You understand? We're going to miss brothers. Brothers are going to die. You understand? However regret you might have with a brother, even as like for Passover. You know what I mean? Whatever animosity might hold towards our brother, do just wait for that time before Passover to, you know what I mean? Ask our brother, if I offend you, please forgive me. No, that should be done on a daily. You understand? Try not to offend your brothers, period. We all know that. You understand? If you have a matter with a brother, hey, call the brother, talk to him, say, I really didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't appreciate this. I don't know if you do it with this intent, but if not, you know what I mean? Let me talk it out because I'm bothered by it or whatever the case may be as men. How men does deal. Get it off your chest. You know? And with that, what's it called? Lalwa Hawadla, Yahawa Basham Yahushai, Basham Kwakadash. Double honors to the elders at GMS and the apostles as well, who rule well. Peace and salutation to the brothers on the four corners of this earth, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Once again, it's your brother Manatazak from Trinidad saying Shalom.